So what should people know about this J&J vaccine? How is it different from the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines that are already on the market?
So I think you hit on two of the main points, which is this is the first and only single dose vaccine. And second, it comes with no freezer but refrigeration requirements. And both of those things are very important. To be able to give one dose and get protection is logistically a big difference compared to what we currently have, which is two very effective vaccines, but they both require two shots.
Yeah, third vaccine on the market. It's a huge milestone. But doctor, what do you say to those who say, it's great to see a third vaccine on the market, but this J&J vaccine does have a lower efficacy rate than Pfizer and Moderna?
And that's a good point, Seema, and it cannot be enough emphasized. So these different trials have been done over the course of the past 6, 8 months. And as you've seen, there has been an evolving picture of the variants which have mutations which compromise some of the vaccine efficacy. So really, when you look at these numbers, it's not a apples to apples comparison when you look at the three vaccines. Certainly, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine with a September to February timeframe has seen much more of the effect of the variants, especially in a country like South Africa. And that's what one should caution. I remind myself and others that what's important is look at protection against the severe and critical illness. And that's where there is a commonality for all of the vaccines. They're all very effective in preventing the severe spectrum of the disease.
That's good to know. That's definitely encouraging. How does the distribution of this J&J vaccine, doctor, speed up the timetable as to when the U.S. could be fully vaccinated?
So I think just looking at what Johnson & Johnson has announced in terms of vaccine rollout, they're expecting 4 million doses to go out this week and up to 20 million by end of this month, and close to 100 million by mid this year. So these are large numbers, but yet when you look at the United States and our needs, the needs are far more. So it will take more than one vaccine manufacturer, but I think on the positive side, it's very heartening to know that the vaccine doses start to go out this week.
And as you said, this J&J vaccine doesn't require the ultra cold temperatures that some of the other vaccines do. How could that help get this vaccine to rural areas that may not have those cold storage facilities?
So certainly the more stringent the storage requirement, the more the freezer requirement, the harder it becomes for systems that are not used to that kind of a cold chain handling to set up for vaccination. When we look at the rollout in the United States, it's a combination of both needing better supplies, but also better execution of the supplies that are being provided. So I think the simplicity of using a cold chain that this manufacturer is used to and is already set up gives it a big leg up in terms of getting to areas which would otherwise have been difficult if the requirements were more stringent.
And in emerging markets, countries like India and parts of South Asia that don't have that cold storage facility available. Is this a vaccine that will likely be used there?
Certainly, I think that's a big consideration, and I'm sure the WHO and other regional agencies will look at this being a much more simpler distribution system compared to the other peers that are very effective and out there.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.